Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Melissa, and today I'll be showing you how to give a foot rub to somebody who's not feeling their best. In addition, I'll be discussing what a healthy immune system looks like and how to keep yourself healthy as we enter into the winter seasons. All right, so as you can see, we're both very comfortable right now. The person that I'm working on, she's laid out with her feet supported, her neck is supported, and I have good access to her feet. So what we're doing right now is a creative process, right? I'm putting some energy into creating a better state of wellness for both of us. And so it's really important that you're very comfortable as well. This process can be interrupted if, say, you're straining your thumbs or you're keeping yourself at an uncomfortable position in order to do the work. So it's really important that you take some time and just set yourself up so that you could comfortably sit for a few minutes. All right, let's begin. If either of you are feeling nervous, a really useful way to ground and come into connection is to sync your breaths up. Now, you could go as far as inviting your partner to breathe with you, or just you could slip into a natural rhythm with theirs and match your breath for a few cycles with theirs. The first thing to do in any foot session is to open up the ankles. So right now, I'm just gripping the ankle firmly with one hand and then using my thumb right in between her first and second toe. I'm going to rotate. Now, one of the best things that you can do if you're starting to feel sick is go get a chiropractic adjustment. So the idea is anything we can do to bring our body into greater alignment, structurally speaking, so that any kind of subluxation or inflammation caused by muscular strain, we want that to be reduced. Anything we can do to support the body's natural function when we're starting to get sick is very helpful. And, one of the most important things is for our body to be able to talk to itself so that the brain and the nervous system can, talk to all of your organs, reach all of your muscles and systems. And so how working on the ankles, is relating to keeping the body in alignment. When we're working the ankles, we're stretching out the whole connective tissue compartment of the leg, right? And so this is reaching, so basically we're reaching up into the hips. It's a really subtle, but we're creating more space for circulation, for our nerve, for our nerve signals to flow. All right, and then also when it comes to doing footwork, it's really important to start with the stronger part of the foot and work your way up into the more delicate structures of the foot, just to keep everything in integrity and in alignment. Okay, so next I'm going to just do some work along the arch of the foot. In reflexology, this is the spinal reflex. And so however you want to look at it, any kind of steady therapeutic work along the arch of the foot is going to feel amazing. So one of the most important things that this is doing for the person who's not feeling their best is it's relaxing them. And the reason why we want this, why this affects the immune system, is because when our bodies are in fight or flight, so that's the more active survivalist part of our immune system, one thing that happens, there's a lot of different things that happen, but one thing that happens is our adrenal glands start releasing cortisol, which is a stress hormone, right? And one thing cortisol does is it suppresses our immune system, right? Because if we're, in a fight or flight situation genuinely, then, it doesn't matter if, we have a healthy immune system and right there in the moment. We just need to have all of our energy going towards surviving. So literally putting yourself into a relaxed state when you're starting to not feel well will boost your immune system in the sense that it's taking away direct obstacles to having a healthy immune system. And so what do I mean when I'm talking about the immune system? Most of us probably start thinking about antibodies and T cells. And these are produced by primarily our thymus gland. And so there's a relationship between our glandular system and our immune system. We've already seen one relationship with our adrenal glands and their production of cortisol and other stress hormones. That's just one part of your immune system. The primary, so we have all sorts of primary immune systems, one of which is, primary parts of our immune system. So one of which is our skin, right? So our skin creates a very effective barrier to all the bad stuff. And so just in a practical sense, having healthy skin prevents things like chapping or cracking, like if your skin gets too dry around your nail beds, and that can create an opening. Healthy skin, we can also talk about our oral health and how having a healthy mouth, good oral hygiene, using mouthwash that can, literally will remove bacteria, from your system. And so other parts of our bodies that help us keep the bad stuff out are going to be our sinuses. When it comes to our mouth and our digestive system, our stomachs create, hydrochloric acid, which, can destroy a lot of bacteria. So anything we can do to support our digestion when we're not feeling well, whether that is through taking supplements like ginger or digestive enzymes, or avoiding things that are harder to digest, that's going to make a difference. Now, what about the role of massage and other kinds of body work when you're starting to feel sick? And actually, sometimes if you're starting to, get a cold or a flu, getting a full body massage, especially a more intense deep tissue, might not be the best idea. It can potentially just maybe make the onset of whatever illness you have worse. So when you think about getting body work, if you're sick, you want to think about really, really gentle things. Less invasive, right? So chiropractic adjustments, acupuncture, more of a Swedish type of massage. Less is more in that sense. So as far as a foot rub goes, I'm going about 50 to 75% less deep, right? We know that just having this feel good is going to help whoever you're working on, right? Because you're lowering their stress, you're literally putting them in a state of being in their body where their body is healing. Their body can now do that extra work to fight off whatever germs or bacteria are running around and, shed some of that stuff. So firm, slow, gentle strokes, you know. When somebody is really healthy, you know, in a more healthy place, and doing the deeper work can be, you know, really effective in supporting health. But, you know, we want to err on the side of being more gentle. All right, so let's do some twists. If you're not feeling well, then doing gentle stretches is a really great way to help the body align. So especially if you take deep breaths, you're stretching out your body, you're creating movement in space, and then it creates, you know, greater oxygenation of the blood, right? We want to think about, like, how do we boost the basic bodily functions? So, you know, making sure you're, you know, taking time to breathe more. Hydrating is super important if you're starting to get sick, especially if you're prone to any kind of like bronchial or sinus stuff. The more hydrated you are, you know, the healthier your, you know, mucosal tissues will be. So one really helpful area for somebody who's not feeling well, this is going to be for just any kind of immune ailment, but especially for anything centered in the chest or lungs. And you want to work on the top of the foot. So we have a few pressure points going on. We have like a lymph nerve bundle right in here. We've got some acupressure points. And then reflexology wise, you know, we have the chest and then the sinuses up here in the toes. Structurally speaking, you know, we have all of the, you know, a whole bunch of tendons and connective tissue. And so oftentimes the top part of the foot is going to be a lot more tense than the bottom part of the foot. So similar to how we want to open up the stronger part of the foot, we want to make sure that we also, you know, in addition to working on, you know, all the soft wonderfulness of the bottom of the foot, that we kind of open up, you know, the supportive structure of the foot, right? Because we're trying to create more movement, more circulation. And so since we're going for a softer, gentler, more nurturing or nourishing style, instead of doing, you know, like the more focused, deeper work right away, I'm going to do some gentler strokes, and then I might do some of that more detailed work later, but less intensely than I would normally. It's just another quick little ankle thing. You've probably seen me do this a million times. If you haven't, check out my other reflexology videos. So one other way to help somebody who is not feeling well while you're giving them a foot rub is to use essential oils. Or Vicks. You know, it's a classic home remedy, right? You put Vicks on the bottom of your feet, put socks on and go to sleep. You can do that, you know, either massage with the Vicks, or if that's what you have around, you know, or just do it after the massage and put some socks on. If you like essential oils, or you're wanting to try some essential oils to help, you know, help keep yourself healthy, let's see, rosemary essential oil is a really good one. Just in general, though, we always want to dilute essential oils before we put them on the skin. If you're working with children or elderly or somebody who's really in a sensitive or more vulnerable state, you want to do closer to 1 drop per tablespoon of carrier medium or oil. So like an unscented oil or lotion is awesome. For, you know, adults with, you know, healthier constitutions, you can do 3 drops per tablespoon of medium. Some common mediums are, just unscented lotion, coconut oil, olive oil works too. Rosemary oil is good. Tea tree is good. Lavender is good. Thieves oil is a really popular combination. It tends to be on the pricier side. However, it's one of those, it also is more potent and effective. Oregano oil and thyme oil are good, but you want to go real light and easy with those ones since those are so potent. Peppermint's good. Eucalyptus, of course, is going to be wonderful for any kind of bronchial or sinus issues. Pine, citrus oils are going to be great in general, but also if you're experiencing any kind of digestive trouble, as you're starting to not feel well. So, your orange, lemon, grapefruit. Rose is a nice one. Ylang Yang's just a good comforting one as well. And so really important for any kind of bodywork treatment, but especially if you're working on somebody who's, has is in a more of an acute health crisis, if they're starting to feel sick, have them make sure they drink a glass of water when you're done working on them. If they're amenable and you have it around, a little bit of apple cider vinegar or lemon juice will help support the body, help clear out anything that you moved around. So if you would like a more detailed tutorial or guide on how to give yourself an immune supporting reflexology or foot rub, then please check out my DIY reflexology for the immune system. I walk through some more detailed techniques on how to support yourself when you're starting to feel sick or when you are actually sick. So I hope you'll check that out, and please check out the rest of this immune support for the winter season series. I'll be going into a variety of different strategies, approaches, and techniques for staying healthy, for fending off colds and flus, and then ways to support yourself once you're actually sick. If you actually get sick, because hopefully we can avoid it this year. All right, so just to wrap up your gentle, nourishing, immune-supporting foot rub, let's do some work on the toes. And so just for today, when I say toes, I'm including the ball of the foot. And so we're just going to do some nice long strokes and almost like a pull. I'm, coming together and pulling on the toe. We're not pulling too hard. And then we're going to come back around and, where we were pulling out previously, we're going to push in, create some containment. I'm also going to, let's see, how should I do this? Do some circles, right? Because, movement is so important. If you think about, a fish pond or a fish tank, right? What keeps the fish pond healthy? Having lots of circulation and aeration, right? So, so the water is constantly moving and also being oxygenated. And so we do that through exercise and through heat and through, just breathing fully. It really goes both to just supporting the body's natural functions through oxygenating the blood, but also through just, simply releasing stress, taking deep breaths, helps, calm the body at that deep level, where, maybe if you are in fight or flight immune mode, then, a few deep breaths can help relax that a little bit. And so if the person you're working on is having a lot of sinus or respiratory issues, then you want to definitely spend more time working on the ball of the foot. So right underneath the ball of the foot, right above, and then all of the middle, and especially this area right in between. And so this is an area where, especially if there's a lot of coughing going on, I would do a little bit more pressure just so that we can get some more relief for those symptoms. Oh, sorry, babe. And then the toes, if their nose is stuffy or runny, then really working on the toe balls, so they're like the very tip of the toes. All right. Honestly, if you're starting to feel sick, I think one of the best things you can do is try to have a little bit of kindness for yourself. It can be a lot easier, I think, to be self-critical or to fall into stress habits like urgency and rushing and, kind of getting caught up in our heads when we're feeling sick, right? Because one thing that's your body is using resources, so if you're starting to feel ill, then a lot of the energy that would have gone into decision-making and working and all of that stuff that we're doing normally is now shifted over to fighting off whatever is going on. And so, by taking a more gentle, kind approach to how we talk to ourselves and plan out our daily activities, if we can influence that with kindness and compassion, it's going to be a lot easier to do a little bit less. It'll be a lot easier to go a little bit more slowly, which we need to do if we're going to stay healthy and, prevent illness. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found this video useful. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and make sure you subscribe so that you can catch the rest of this whole immune system series that I'll be doing so that you can stay healthy during this upcoming winter season. All right, darlings, I will see you again very soon.
With hundreds of videos that you can stream on virtually any device to help you reduce stress, lose weight, or just improve your health and well-being overall. At wellnessplus.tv, we are dedicated to helping you on your health and wellness journey. Join wellnessplus.tv to find hundreds of videos to help you improve the health of your body and your mind. wellnessplus.tv. Get well, feel better.